Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today you've joined me on Monknash beach. Nice sandy beach, very picturesque place, and our target today are rays. In particular I want to catch a spotted ray. It's just one of my favourites and they tend to show earlier in the year as well. But in addition to the spotted, we are in with a chance of a blonde and a small-eyed. Monknash for me is probably one of the best beaches, well, best ray beaches in South Wales. It doesn't give you a huge stamp of fish. You will catch doubles, but it doesn't give you like the huge fish that other areas will. But it's the variety and the number of fish at times just keeps you coming back and back. So we're fishing low water. Low water is roughly midday today. And we're fishing a couple of hours down and probably 2 or 3 back up as well. Normal ray baits that we'll go through in a bit, and I'm using a little bit different of a rig. Again, I'll cover that later on. So we're on our second casts. Hopefully we can get some fish out. Stay tuned. Fishing with Dan today. It looks like he might be into a fish. Here it is, first time for Dan down here fishing, and he has got a bit of weight. Just going to see if anything pops out of the surf now. It is just about low tide, and it is a time where it does start to, or can start to pick up, shall I say. Not far away now, you see his leader. And is there going to be a fish at the end of it? It is. He's got a ray. He's got a ray. I'll pop it down and we'll grab it for him. That's big. That's a big spotted. That's a big spotted. It's a good fish, that is. There we go, spotted ray for Dan. Just on low water when we'd expect to see a fish. Good going, Dan. So there we go, first fish of the session. Nice spotted ray for Dan. His first he's ever had as well, so that's good. Hopefully a couple of more fish will show on the flood now. But I've been asked in the past about how to park, where to walk for this particular venue. You park in a farmer's field and there's an honesty box there. So please pop a couple of quid in the honesty box without the farmer allowing parking there. It'd be a long walk to get down. Then you pop just down the lane through the spooky woods and you over a couple of stiles and you're onto the beach. Head right over a little bit of rough ground and then you'll see all the beach will expose. Usually better on the bigger tides. It does drop off and it is a gully. So access to that gully and casting to that gully is a lot easier on the bigger tides. So, and that's it, and then it's just pick your spot on the sand. Like I said, it is a very popular mark. We're on a Thursday now and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people down here, and it's not even started to fish yet. So let's get the baits in, get a couple of fresh ones out, and see if we can see if I can pick up one myself. Doesn't seem to be many rays out, so just gonna have a change. Got a whole squid, gonna lob it out, I don't know, 50-60 yards and see if we can pick up a bass. It is a little bit lumpy, so there is a chance to one. So I'm gonna lob it and let's see. Another one. Is it a lump of weed or is it a fish? Another spotted.
I see a few knocks on it.
On a little mackerel. So the rigs I've got going today, just a standard pulley, always use. I've always found a 2.5 foot hook link. Seems to work best for me on the beaches that I fish for the rays. In particular this beach and then Ogmore as well. Do find it works very well. But a little bit of an experiment this year. I'm going to be fishing basically a bar rig, but call it a non-bar rig. So some of you may have seen the place video while we're using a bar rig. So instead of the bar, a piece of mono, 80 pounds, down to the splashdown, rig springs, same setup as a bar, and just using it with some mono then to try and catch some rays. I've got two of them I'm cycling out today. One that's, well, this one, which is around about a 2 foot hook link, and the other one, which is around about 4 foot. Got a pair of size 2.0s on this. Just a smaller hook to target spotted rays, because they are the smaller rays, and they do prefer a smaller bait. So bait size, that, nothing special. Be nice and streamlined, tucked behind the lead. I think I'm fire it out. So I've prepared a couple of baits today whilst fishing is slow. I said it is simple then when you're running back from the tide. You see, just hook that on. Bit of cotton. Whip it on. Lovely streamlines. It's a bit of bluey and squid on this one. So Dan had his fish on just now. Just a pennel, slip that in, put them in opposites if you can. And here you've got a nice little compact bait that, exactly like a bar rig, will sit in behind the lead. Nice, short, compact to fire out, and I've been getting some good distance on this today. But distance doesn't matter, just doesn't seem to be any fish there. But there you go, that's the rig, nice and simple. Get it out in a minute. Had a bit of weight on this when I first picked up. There's a bit of weed about again. We've also got a weight. I don't know, it could be a fish. Oh, I think I have actually got a fish. Not what we wanted. Actually managed to catch something. Not what I wanted. That was that short bait I said for a bass. Just picked up a dog. So I have beaten the blank, which is a start. A load of weed starting on the flood as well. I tend to get that issue with fishing the bigger tides. So you get a lot of weed about this green stuff, especially locally, Ogmore, and particularly this beach. Not too bad though, because if you get a fish, just walk back. It should be fine. Right, there we go. Untangled. And there's the fish. Might be a fish on this one. There might be. It's the first bit of weight I've had from the off. And this was put out a long way. It's probably the longest cast I've done all day, to be honest. We're well into the flood now, about an hour and a half, I think, into the flood. Let's just hope this is actually a ray. When you're bringing fish in here, they do get not snagged up, but because of that, you're fishing into a gully, a bit of deeper water. When they come up the banking, they can stick on the banking. Let's see if this is a fish. I hope it's not another doggy. I hope it's not another doggy. Got a good weight to it. Good weight. Oh, I've seen something moving. Oh, is it flat? Is it flat or is it a round fish? It's a doggy, unfortunately. A big one, but still just a doggy. Taken on the bar rig. There it is, or the non-bar rig. On a double sand deal. Disappointing, but let's go again. More weight on this one, but with a recent flurry of dogs, it could be yet another dog. Bit of weed. Feels heavier than the dog, to be honest. A lot heavier, but they can come in such awkward positions, a dogfish can, and just feel like a big dead weight when, especially if they're wrapped up in a ball. You know, if it's a dog though, is usually see the line spinning. One of Phil's favourite sayings, spinning like a doggy. So the surf's built up quite a bit now on the flood. Oh, that might be that. Oh, something hit the surface. This is a fish. Something just hit the surface on the breaker. But I couldn't work out what it looked like. It's not spinning yet. It could be a ray. It could well be a ray. Let's have a look. If it is, I've worked hard for this. Oh, and it is. I've worked very hard for that fish. I have worked plastic bag on the shock leader as well. Oh. Not sure if I went out the shot then, just to pick that up. On your bar rig again. There we go, my target, which was a spotted ray, and I finally got one. Bit of sand cowl on him. But finally, there we go. Small squid bait. Put that one out at distance again. Didn't see a bite, can't see the bites at the minute, especially with the surf and the little bit of weed that we have got in the water. Lucky I didn't get it on the head by that rod then, wasn't it? Right, get this unclipped, slip it back, pick my rods up in the right palavia. Well, what a slow session this has been. Perseverance paid off in the end though, and I did manage my target of a spotted ray, and I'm delighted with that. That's the second species of ray I've had this year. I've had a couple of blondes as well so far. I'll pop a picture in now. Dan's fished really well. He's had 2 spotteds out. He's happy. First time he's fished here. It is a venue that does fish a lot better at night. So if you are going to come down, by all means, pop down in the day just to suss the place out to start off with, and then pop down at night. Or even come with someone who already knows the venue quite well. We're just sitting out the last casts. I'll pack up. If anything does happen to show up, we'll show you at the end of the clip. Thank you very much for watching. And if you'd like to see more action on this beach, just click the video that's just popped up on your screen. And that's from a session last year where we had a number of fish down here. So thank you once again. All the best. We'll catch you again soon.